Hi, Neil Frankel. Welcome back to Wealth Pilgrim. I believe that you can discount the price you pay for emotions, specifically anger, by up to 95%. Anger is a very expensive emotion. Number one, it ties you up. When you're angry, you get unfocused on the issue at hand. It can cost you business. Of course, if you get very angry, you can throw things and you've got to replace them. Of course, then you've got to buy flowers, take the person who you threw things at out to dinner. Very expensive proposition. So anger is something that you want to basically avoid if possible, or at least acting out around your anger. How do you do that? Number one, you have to understand that anger is basically a mask to fear. When you're angry, usually it's because you're afraid of something. I'll give you an example. A few days ago, I asked someone to do something for me in my business, one of my vendors, and he didn't do it. It took him 3 days to get back to me, and I was very angry about that. And I realized, in this case, that the anger wasn't helping me out any, so I wrote down what my fears were, and my fears were that if I didn't get this job done, it would cost me business, and that would impact my security, and I didn't want that. And what I did was, I told 2 friends about it. And the people who I told about my anger and my fear were able to offer solutions. At the same time, I then called the vendor and told him what I was afraid of. I didn't get angry at him, I didn't accuse him, but I told him what I was afraid of, and he offered a solution, and the issue was resolved. So my suggestion is, when you're angry, rather than act it out on somebody or something, think about write down what you're afraid of, how it affects you, what you're afraid of, and then call someone and tell someone what you're afraid about. And my experience has been that that alone has eliminated 95% of my anger, or at least acting out with anger. And I'd love to see if that tool is helpful to you. Thanks.